Okay, my name is Chanel and I'm going to show you how to make a peach dump cake. You need your 5 ingredients. You need some yellow cake mix. It could be any brand you want, name brand, ground cinnamon. For this size pan, which is a 12.5 by 9 inches, you need 2 cups of peaches, and I at least have a cup of sugar. And then you need at least a stick of margarine or a stick of butter, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do is, as you see, I already started. I started putting the peaches and spreading it out here in heavy syrup. You keep the syrup in there too. And it'll be enough just to cover it as much as you need to cover it. I'll take this because I'm going to use this for my butter anyway. So just want to make sure it's evenly spreaded. Try to have it like laying flat as much as possible, or to the side really. Because that way, you know, it can kind of cover most of the pan. Having a hard time with that. I should have used a fork or whatever it is that you want to use. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so after you do all of that, what I normally do is I take my cup of sugar and I just spread it around here, because you know how it's sugar and syrup and all that stuff, and it depends on how sweet you want it. I didn't even use a whole cup yet, but it's already covered. But just in case, if you have a wider pan, more peaches, more sugar. So really what I use is a half a cup of sugar, and I think I'm gonna leave it right there because we already have the heavy syrup. Then I take some cinnamon and I start sprinkling cinnamon all on top of this too. Cover it up. Nice little, people say, can you use nutmeg? Yeah, you can if you want to. I haven't. I just use cinnamon and I covered it up. Then normally what I normally do is I don't usually use a whole bag of the cake mix. I usually use a half a bag. So I am going to sprinkle this other half a bag, because I already made one not too long ago, over this. That's going to give you your crust. Just spread it as much as possible. If you need more, you need more. If you have, of course, a bigger pan, you're going to use more. It's just simple as that. You're just gonna have to use your own judgment. Like, okay, like how much do I need to put? How thick do I want the crust? See? It looks like it's gonna be really, really, really thick, right? But really. So now what I have in here are the peaches and the heavy syrup. I have like a half a cup of sugar, some cinnamon sprinkle over here, and a half a bag of yellow cake mix. So what you do next is you start taking the butter or the margarine and you slice it. It don't have to be heavy. It could be thin slices, and you start placing it in here. On top, this on top. And what's gonna end up happening is, and sometimes you might mess up with your slices, but it's okay. As long as you cover it as much as possible, it's gonna spread. And you might need 1 or 2, but you don't have to have them close together. Depends on how wide you're going to make it. And you just start, I usually slice a couple of them and just place them on there instead of doing what I'm showing you. But it's hard because I'm holding the phone. Okay? And you just start laying it down all on top of this. And then once it's all covered, just like, you know, if you're doing cookies, you know, you just lay space. Once it's all covered, you bake it at 350 degrees for about maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Just depends. Look at your crust. Once your crust is brown and crispy at the top, then you're good to go. Good with ice cream too.